It's time now for Media Watch. James Creedon's here in the studio. Hi there, James.
Evening,
Good
Laura.
to see you. Let's talk about this Woody Allen controversy. It's quite a complicated story. Basically, in a nutshell, he's been accused of molesting his stepdaughter quite a long time ago. She wrote an open letter, didn't she, to the New York Times, Dylan Farrow.
That's right.
And she was invited by columnist Nicholas Kristof to give her side of the story.
That's right. And just essentially, she said, which Woody Allen movie do you prefer? Before you answer, you should know that this happened to me when I was 7 years old. He took me into a room, and essentially, she claims that he molested her quite seriously. So I suppose the interesting aspect of the story is that Nicholas Kristof, who is a friend of Mia Farrow, who is the mother of Dylan Farrow, put this in his blog and in his Sunday column, right? He openly admitted to the fact that he is a friend of Mia Farrow, so that clearly there is some element of bias.
And Mia Farrow and Woody Allen, of course, had a very acrimonious split, didn't they?
That's right. When Mia Farrow's adopted daughter became in a relationship with Woody Allen when she was only 19 years old, which is in itself, I suppose, controversial. So in any case, it sparked a massive debate. Just yesterday, Moses Farrow, who is the brother of Dylan Farrow, responded in People magazine saying that he defended Woody Allen, saying that this, of course, he didn't molest my sister. She has been poisoned. The children were poisoned against Woody Allen by Mia Farrow, and this was revenge over Woody Allen leaving Mia Farrow for her adopted daughter Soon Yi. So the story just keeps growing, essentially. Ronan Farrow, who is he is actually the biological son of the two. He tweeted after the Golden Globes.
Hang on a minute, because didn't she recently say that his dad might be Frank Sinatra?
That's right.
So,
and indeed,
he looks an awful lot like him.
He does look like old blue eyes.
He looks a lot more like Frank Sinatra than Woody Allen.
He does. And Frank Sinatra would have been 71 when he would have had an affair with Mia Farrow if he was indeed the father of Ronan Farrow. It's messy, this one, right? But in any case,
one complicated family.
It is.
Wow.
Ronan Farrow tweeted during the Golden Globes when Woody Allen was given a Lifetime Achievement Award. Oh, anybody mentioning about the fact that it was a woman publicly confirmed he molested her? So this whole family is essentially airing its
They're
dirty
taking
linen.
sides, aren't they?
Very publicly, indeed. And Mia Farrow again tweeted when there were criticisms of her daughter, saying, "I love my daughter, and this is not about me. It's about her truth." Messy.
So, and it's not just the family members talking about it. Of course, all the A-listers have been getting involved as well.
That's right. Stephen King came out. He said, "Look, I think there was a lot of palpable bitchery," was the word he used.
Stephen King, the writer.
That's right. He got absolutely attacked on that one. The thing is, she mentioned Dylan Farrow mentioned in the article Cate Blanchett, Alec Baldwin. Diane Keaton, you knew me as a child, Diane Keaton. Why have you, remained silent? Diane Keaton, of course, picked up the Lifetime Achievement Award for Woody Allen at the Golden Globes. So what she's essentially saying is Hollywood should take stock of what happened, from her point of view, and draw the conclusions. There's this article...
He says it didn't happen.
That's right. That's the key point. And you can see articles like this one here saying JD, that's JD Salinger, Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, why great men get a pass from their peers because Oscars matter more. So a certain amount of judgment of Hollywood.
Well, hang on a minute. Roman Polanski was judged and tried and convicted.
That's right. Pleaded guilty.
This is just rumours and
that's exactly it.
Stories going around.
And to fast forward, I suppose, to the key point, really, a lot of people criticising Nicholas Kristof for inviting one side of the story onto his column. Criticism too for the New York Times, even from its public. It's Margaret Sullivan, who runs the Public Editor's Journal for the New York Times, saying, well, Nicholas Kristof as a columnist has a huge degree of responsibility, a massive public platform, and really this is only one side of the story. Now it turns out that Woody Allen has asked the New York Times for a right of reply, which isn't normally in their habit. They don't give direct reply, but we'll see where this one goes. It does look like the New York Times may or may not, but they've at least been asked to publish a response.
Well, they should publish his response, shouldn't they? I mean, if you're accused of something like that, you should have a
That's
right
right,
of reply,
in particularly
surely.
a one-sided story. And this is a typical case, I think, of the US media opposing as judge and jury. Even though Nicholas Kristof said in that piece, he said, look, everyone is entitled to the presumption of innocence, and then proceeded to publish massive extracts from this letter from Dylan Farrow, which is totally accusing her father of Woody Allen of rape, essentially.
Well, it's split the family and it's split the celebrities as well, hasn't it?
That's right. And the Los Angeles Times, I should point out, were offered that open letter and refused to publish it, probably for all the reasons that the New York Times has been criticised over this.
All right. One that's going to run and run, I think, James.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Laura.
That's it for Media Watch. Now it's time for our focus report. And today is the International